It's gorilla time.
What you gonna do when he play Jiggle what?
What's 50 gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole look, bro.
He said, I'll show you what he'll do. I'll show you.
I got the whole playlist.
You got 20 right now? You done contrived the playlist?
Yeah, I got 40. But I hit shuffle and I'm play watching.
Listen,
yeah, that's hard.
Listen, my nigga from Queens, Hasad, man, he came out here a few months ago. When that shit came out, that nigga burned the CD with only I Get Money on it, over and over. And just got in his car, drove to my house, just pulled up playing it. Yeah. It's like, nigga, no, you don't understand. You have to hear this right now. You remember when Funk Master Flex broke it, he just introed it and he said, this is the hardest record out. It's funny. And then 50 started having it to where he left that Funk Flex part in there. It's the hardest record out. Yeah, that was a big deal, man. We got Roll the Chef here.
Oh man, we started.
We live.
Oh,
yeah, we're in the building.
Oh,
all praise.
Oh,
we got Roll.
We live. That's crazy.
We got Roll the Chef in the building.
Ain't telling.
In the spirit, you know. Man, bro, we here. We're fresh off the heels of that Freddie Flow video, shaking Israel up. I don't know if anything like that has really been presented to Israel, where you got three brothers who's really got a lot of bars, just going back to back to back, on a track like that. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like that.
I saw it on a TV show one time. It was called Power Rangers. Like, Voltron. That's what I saw.
Last time we even seen something like that before. You know what I'm saying?
This sounds crazy, man.
He is, though. He is. Yes, sir.
The Power Rangers were the original Power Rangers, not all of the
other
like
ones. Whatever happened, we talking about the very
original,
simple red, black, yellow, blue, pink. You know what I mean? Them niggas.
Before the green.
Before even green showed up. Before Jason showed up. And threw everything off. You know what I'm saying? The original group.
The original cohesive. Man, that was... You know what, and I realized that, you know what I'm saying? I realized that, you know, in our culture, you know, it's still very new. You know, and Freddie Flow, man, it hasn't happened before, but I think it was overdue. Mm-hmm. And I think you got three different artists with three very different personalities and characters and styles. Mm-hmm. And my vision behind Freddie Flow was to show that just because this group is with this group is with this group, and this group is with this group, at the end of the day, we brothers and we family. You understand? Despite, you know, brothers fight, but we family. You know what I mean? And this how beautiful it could look when families get together. You know, the cookout, the family reunions, and it's a good time till somebody get a little bit too, you know. Then it goes left, you know. But that was us getting a family reunion in a snapshot, you know, and then everybody going home before anything happens. So,
yes, sir.
Hopefully, man, it's something that I will continue to do. I'll do it again, with a different two brothers, or somebody else pick it up and do something with it, but. You know, that's what it was. I wanted to have that snapshot of unity on my project, which is out right now on all streaming platforms. Right. Darker Days, Brighter Nights by Roy the Chef. Go stream that wherever you can. But Freddie Flow is on there as well. But yeah, I'm proud of that record. That's my ode to Israel for right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. So let's kind of go back. Let's talk about you know, kind of your origins, man. Where you coming from, and you know what kind of just transitioning to your growth, and then you know coming into the truth, etc. But you know where you come from.
You was about to hit me with the Vlad TV truck, all right? About to try
so
to
you
give
see
me
that? You had 30 bricks. It was 30 bricks in the truck. 30 bricks.
It Israel, I want you to know none of this is brothers and prep me. Brothers didn't go through a list of questions. Nope. Brother said, sit down. I said, side where? Right there in the middle. Oh, we're live, bro.
It's recording, sir.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna get through that. So, I just say New Orleans is home. That's where I made my bones, cut my teeth in New Orleans. Very rough. I mean, anybody from there know, and whatever you seen or heard, it's probably
it's
true.
That. It's that.
It's that.
What part of New Orleans?
So, New Orleans is broken down and comprised in wards. The uptown area is the lower numbers. Up to the 7th, which is like mid city, and then from that point you get to downtown and to the east and stuff like that.
Downtown.
Right. So the third ward would be uptown. That's where you hear all of the no limits and the, So from third ward all the way to the West Bank. So you cross the bridge, Algiers, Harvey, Gretna, Marrero. So it's all in the same area. Uptown New Orleans and Algiers is a river apart. Okay. So from that point all the way down that way, it's pretty much where, I cut my teeth at. Okay. And what family is, So everybody in New Orleans right now who know, they like, nah, that's the West Bank, that's the East Bank kind of thing. We got that across the river rivalry. We can stand over here
and act like there's something so different that's going on between these two groups of people.
I'm 8 feet away from you, so you don't know my life over here. Come on, man. But yeah, that's the proximity. You know what I'm saying? The section of town that I represent. So I represent the whole NO. Shout out to the East, mid city, Gentilly area. All the way to West Bank. All the way to Marrero. Y'all know what it is, man. But yeah, that's the city,
Okay, so you grew up there, in like you said, man, pretty much everything you could imagine.
Everything.
It
was
definitely that.
It was that. They be shooting? Yes, that's that. they be, whatever you come up with, that's what they doing. That's what they doing.
We were just talking earlier, and I was saying, like, when I seen that Juvenile High video, I said, "Damn, they living like that down there, man. They living like that." You know what I'm saying? They living like, and that's the thing. So I didn't know nothing about wards, right? So literally, when I heard niggas say third ward, I thought they were saying third world.
Oh, world.
I thought they were. But like they were like. It's crazy because I'm like, oh, they're saying that because they so fucked up where they at. It's like a third world country. That's what I thought they was really communicating. But like you said, same thing. Really,
it's really the same thing.
I wasn't wrong in what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
It was not.
You said what?
Atlanta used to have wards.
Yeah. That's old. That's where you got old fourth ward. Atlanta. Exactly. Certain people, but I know New Orleans and Houston. Houston got
Houston wards. Got a couple wards.
Got a couple wards. You know what I'm saying? But I know the wards is kind of a thing in Louisiana.
It was bloody, man. It was very, 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 very dangerous. See, I didn't come in with I call it the hold your hand era. There's a post-Katrina New Orleans that exists today. And then there's a pre-Katrina New Orleans that does not exist anymore. And explaining those two contrasting aspects of the city could be confusing if you didn't come from...
If you didn't see it there.
So all you know is after the storm and everything like that, you really don't know the city. You really had to have been around before that to really be like, yeah, this is different. You see what I'm saying?
I'm passing right to you, but it's like that in like almost everywhere where there's like a point where shit ain't the same no more.
Yeah.
A lot of that is, a reference to the 90s. Pretty much everybody will say that about like the 90s was a golden era. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just in general, but especially in the ghettos of America. You know what I mean? That was like this is the peak. We're coming out there. Some may say the 80s, but really the 90s, the 80s made the 90s though. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So the 90s was something special, and no place is quite like it was then.
Right.
Now, everybody's able to identify and look and go, nah.
Yeah.
It ain't like that no more. You know what I'm saying? You had something aside?
No, I was gonna add, what is because you spoke about the contrast between pre-New Orleans, pre-Katrina New Orleans and post-Katrina New Orleans. What are some of the major differences?
I'll give you a few so you can understand it from a cultural standpoint, right?
Mhm.
So who's the hottest young rapper out here today? Young Boy, probably.
Young boy,
One of the
yeah,
third-
yeah,
one of them dudes.
Young boy, or little baby.
I'll give it to you in a culture in that aspect, and what comes with it.
Mhm.
So New Orleans now, right, would be like, I'll just put it to you this way. Before Hurricane Katrina, we had a man that existed named Soldier Slim.
Mm-hmm. Ninth ward.
He's Uptown, New
Okay,
Orleans,
okay.
Third Ward,
Third
Magnum.
ward, okay.
And that guy was the 50 Cent of New Orleans, right? He was the everybody gravitated to him because he was the very representation of who or what it was like to be a young black man in New Orleans.
He embodied that.
He embodied it
Mhm.
completely,
Mhm.
from top to bottom, from the mouthful of goals to the how the way he spoke to how he interacted. He was that. But along with that, it was very violent, very, very, very violent. It was so violent and divided during that time, and also at that time, you still had this was the height of ecstasy.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all remember those days, but when ecstasy finally like blew up in the hood,
When Blue Dolphins and all
Blue
that
Dolphins
stuff,
and Yellow Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
I don't know this.
I heard
Which
this
camera?
in passing.
I heard people talk about this in their songs. I say that all for entertainment purposes. I don't know these pills for sure. But I'm saying that to say it was very violent. The drug exchange was still prevalent. It wasn't only just wars that were beefing. It was beef within the same wars, which is why you see brothers like No Limit and Cash Money never doing songs with each other, never really
Calio
doing
and
it.
Magnolia. Yeah.
That
That's
was
all
like
third war, yeah.
they're across the street. Remember the mentality now. This is how we are down there. But they're across the street. Claiborne devised the two projects. They're right, bro. They're right there. They're right there, bro.
And it's crazy because I never knew that. Like I knew they was both in the third war, but I figured like they was in like different parts.
Bro, you could some people family live in these projects and vice versa, and they can't go over there. Like I can't go holler at my cousin
That's
You
like
didn't know
Chicago.
because I don't know how this gonna go coming back. So, but that's how it was. And that was pre-Katrina. A lot of fun, a lot of violence, a lot of ignorance. Post-Katrina would be, who's that kid down there right now? He just did something with our little baby. It's this new kid, I forgot his name. But whatever. Well, I don't know. Name a rapper out of New Orleans, but that would represent a more relaxed, a more calm, a more gentrified, a more Negroes pushed out to East New Orleans. So Uptown is downtown New Orleans, literally is. It's downtown CBD when they do the Skyline Superdome and all that. Uptown is just above, just north of that, just does the bridge that divides it. You're right there though. You're downtown pretty much. You can walk to Bourbon. All of the black people that live in this area, generationally living in these three major projects: the Magnolia, the Calio, the Melphamine. Those are three biggest projects in the area. Yeah, the projects like the St. Thomas and stuff like that. But these were the three major projects, and when Katrina hit, all of those black people got pushed out east. And east is way over here somewhere. So when that happened, all of this, what happened to this, it got gentrified. And that gentrification pretty much started pushing black people more so. Oh my bad. Started pushing black people more so. Let me cut that off. Started pushing black people all the way out of the city ultimately. So, yeah, that's the difference in contrast in terms of the difference in the city from pre-Katrina to post. Violence, the authenticity, the people are gone who was there for Katrina. They didn't come back. And
A
those
lot of them went to Houston.
Atlanta.
Yeah. This
Memphis.
is a lot. I remember a video around dudes from Mississippi. It was GMS Mississippi. I remember they did this video. Hasten is coming.
Yes.
Brother with the glasses. And I remember when he was doing a breakdown on, he said it was like niggas from Louisiana or Levi. He said it was something like that, and he's like, you don't understand. When these niggas from Katrina came to Mississippi, nigga, he's like, it's like a black cloud came. Niggas started getting killed left and right. He's like, these are not Judites, man.
These are not regular
These are not regular niggas. These are some killer niggas that came into this goddamn Mississippi. But then everybody who I talked to, like, I knew some brothers, my best friends who lived in Tulsa. They said, niggas from New Orleans niggas came out here to Tulsa. Everywhere I'm hearing about the New Orleans niggas is coming, nigga death is following. Nigga death follows. A black cloud came in from Katrina and fucked the city up type deal, you know?
It was the same in Houston. They called it the Katrina Wars. And to this day, like in Houston, they still like deal with New Orleans. They call us New Orleans people. Anybody from Houston watching this gonna be like, yup, we still call them the people.
New Orleans people.
Them people.
You people.
And it be black folk.
Yeah. You people.
You people. That's because when it was going down. I'm talking about in the streets, in the clubs, in high schools, in high school parking lots. Nobody was safe because we didn't have nothing. And it wasn't that we was taking what you have. It was, I just lost everything. So my ability to get whatever, I'm hungry. You know, and that's kind of how that went. You know, but yeah, man. Again, like I said, bro, everything you heard about what they said, bro, is the truth. It's reality. It's the truth. Unfortunately, it's the truth.
When did you leave New Orleans?
Whew. What we in 22, right? 2000. I'm gonna tell you. You know how I remember? Because Floyd fought on Cinco de Mayo. That's when I went to Houston.
With the sombrero on?
Nah, that was De La Hoya. Okay. He fought Maidana.
Okay. Yeah.
The first time.
Yeah.
Whenever that was.
That's what, 2011?
Nah, man. 12. That had to be 12 or 13.
Like 12 or 13. Yeah.
It was like 12 or 13. I remember that. I remember pulling over and I remember pulling over in Baytown, Texas at some little restaurant just to watch the fight. And that was when I first left the city. But I stopped going, man. Every time I go home, somebody tell me somebody that you know got killed. And you know, I really, man, brothers who I dealt with, you know, they'll tell you what I'm saying is 1,000% facts. I got to a point that when I made it out, it would never be fun when I go back, you know, because I go back and I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm strapped and I'm all over the place because I'm thinking about something that's gonna come back with either something I did or with somebody I was with did.
And that's so real. So, you know, I talked about last year, you know, I went back to Seattle after my grandmother had passed, and, you know, dude shot at us at the camp, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because when I called my wife to tell her, the first thing she said was she thought it was like, oh, like somebody seen you from back in the day?
Yeah.
Like, that's what, I'm like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's the first thing that she thought.
Right.
Oh, somebody seen you from back in the day.
Bro.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy because when I go back there, when I go back to California, the two places I grew up, my playground, like you said, the alert, I know the necessity to be alert is so, I have to be. And, you know, I did this video last week, or just a couple days ago, reacting to this hood vlog, right? And your brother in LA, and he kept running to the corner, pulling his cars is coming through, like he's like the level of nerves. And I remember I was telling Yatab, I was like, bro, until I actually showed up, the first time I showed up to camp, that's when my nerves actually started to get good. Before that time in my life, my nerves were so bad from just having to always be alert because the environments, but also who I am, what I'm connected to, what I've done, what my niggas have done, you know, shit like that.
Yes,
and it's like you don't even want to put yourself there. You know what I mean? I don't even want to be there.
Bro, my rep, like, you know, but she get it, though. Mm-hmm. She like, yo, so when you know, why we don't, you know what time it is. You know what I'm on when you met me. I went the day, bro, listen, this is facts. This is a sheer fact. There, I met my rep. We lived in different states. Mm-hmm. She would come down. She knew how I was living. Mm-hmm. I was, you know, and if you know me from then, you know. So she would come in town back and forth. Bro, this was like the second, third time since I met her initially. She'll come down, take on her crew or whatever. This was her second or third time down. Bro, I get arrested. Bro. She, my girl, she, you know, one of those good upbringing, you know, well-to-do Negroes. You know
That's usually how it goes, too.
she, you know what I'm saying? So she didn't know what to do, you know? Look, if you've been in this position before, you know. So anyway, man, she come in town,
You in the
get
back
ready.
of the car.
Before that, right? When they take more than 10, 15 minutes with your license, you give an instruction. It's like, yo, listen, take the money. She's like, what? Go bring it where? To the what? Why are they doing this? Listen, this was what's about to happen. Need you to be very calm. You're going to drive off. You're going to go back to my sister. Like, it was like that. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to be taken.
Right.
No, this is happening now.
This is now taken. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's just how it was and what it was, man. But I don't go back for that reason. Not because I got a good name in the street. I took care of people. The thing is, your connections could get you in trouble. Just knowing somebody and them knowing you could get you in trouble. And not knowing, because you could change your whole life around. But they don't care about
they don't
the changes you made in your life. They don't give a damn about what you done repented from.
Exactly.
I remember what you did in 02, nigga.
I'm coming for that.
Yeah. It's 2022, but I remember what you did. And you know, so to avoid all of that, man, I make my movements real meticulous, methodical, in and out. I don't tell nobody when I'm coming. I'm just there. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically, you know, how I deal with that, man. But everybody who has been from something and made it out of it, they all deal with it. You deal with it on some level. So I'm sure you deal with it on some level. We all deal with it in some type of way, on some type of level. But yeah, that's the old city.
Okay.
That's the old city.
So at what point, like, had you always had a passion for music?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was the thing. I thought you was about to hit me with another Vlad, but you good. I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna relax now. I think it's cool. The coast is clear. I was gonna show you had 3 or 4 bricks.
It was so that charge, right? No.
It's not open. Yeah. So, yeah, man, rap has always been a thing. I'm gonna tell you this too. We didn't get caught up in that East Coast, West Coast thing. The South, we just pulled from both sides.
Yeah,
but the West was like our cousins. Like a lot of our family is
the West Coast.
Is the West Coast. You got cousins from California. You know, the Great Migration.
Yeah.
We either went to Chicago or to the West.
Exactly.
We was getting away from the South.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Master P moved to the Bay, right?
Yeah,
Master P is connected with Richmond. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Niggas on the street level, that Richmond to Louisiana thing is, man, that's
thick.
Why you think
it's really thick.
When Snoop was having issues with Suge, where he went? He went with No Limit. He went down in Louisiana. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a serious time, man.
You find a lot of Louisiana ties to the Bay Area. There's a lot of our cousins up there. A lot of our cousins in LA too. But
hey, Tukey, that he from Louisiana.
Tukey.
I think Raymond Washington from Louisiana too.
Rayful. Oh, that's the other way. That's DC. But we got a lot of LA guys from Louisiana. You know, that's just how it went. Those was like first generations
who paid their way in LA.
Yeah. So I said that to say that was the music that shaped. When you hear me when I rap, I don't sound like I'm from. I always get it. Everybody say, you don't sound like you from New Orleans. I wouldn't have known unless I asked you. Well, I wasn't influenced by New Orleans rap because we didn't have no New Orleans rappers at the time. You know, especially I'm a little older. We had, I mean, before Master P, and P left and blew up and came back. So no one in the city blew up. It was just a lot of local rappers that really wasn't impactful. And we always played a lot of West Coast, a lot of East Coast music. So that's what shaped me. But the passion for music was always there. It was always a way out. You know how we do it. Shoot ball, Sell dope till you go to jail. You know, become a rap star.
Yeah,
you know?
That's it.
That's all you're gonna do.
1, 2, 3.
You know,
That's it.
you know, that's it. And in music, man, when I realized I had a real talent at, you know, with the lyrics was when the older dudes used to come get me, like, you know, if you know, you'll run to the store, get a box of Keep Movins or something like that, whatever the case may be, and you come back, they let you keep the change. But they knew I rap all the time, and so they would always, you know, come to me, hey, I spit something, boom, 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 boom. And then they'll, you know, I stopped going to the store for them, and then they'll just call me over and want me to rap something, and you know, I do, you know what I do. We had this thing in New Orleans. If you're from there, you know, radio station down there called Q93. Back in the day, they had something called the 9 o'clock prop. So you would call in and rap, and that's when I was like, yo, I'm probably nice at this. I won a couple times. I had a nice little run, and I was like, you know, I might do something with this, you know. So that's when I started taking it a little bit more serious sometime in my teenage years. And, you know, when certain doors started to be shut, rap it was always a door to be open. When I repented, left a lot of that stuff alone that I was doing, the door opened and even in you know, from a righteous perspective. So it's just something I think the Most High gave me as a gift to walk in. That's the ministry, you know, and that's what I approach it as.
Yeah. So coming into the truth, let's talk about that. And you know, where'd you first hear about being an Israelite and whatnot?
General Hasad.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
General Hasad. This was when, you know, man, General. Shout out to the General. Shout out to AOC. Shout out to LOI. I gotta keep going now.
Hey,
SICARRI.
same campaign. But when you see AOC,
you see
LOI. So you don't mention one without the other.
Yeah,
you
got
the same camp. You know what I mean?
You gotta shout and move.
You can't just leave one out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, so that was the first time. You know, and this was back when he was out. You know, teaching on the street. Going live. Every videos dropping. This was back then. But yeah, that was my first time coming into the truth, and the life I lived, I needed that type of
energy.
I couldn't have. You wouldn't have got me on something different.
Yeah.
But I wound up subsequently joining. I won't say it, but I'm gonna leave it at that. It wasn't no AOC in New Orleans. You know. And then when I got serious about it, that's around the time when I moved to Houston. And
okay.
They had a situation there in Houston, so that's, you know, from there, I've been rocking ever since.
Okay.
You know, so that's basically how that went. And I stayed there for a while. Then I left. And, you know, I just been, from the time of me leaving, you know, that situation to this situation has been more so of a reevaluation, because you gotta pretty much bring everything that you got from the introduction to a build-up process through a whole filtration process.
Yeah, of course.
And be like, this was way off. I don't. Why are we? This was off, and this was. You know what I mean? So it's been more or less like that. But my vibration is with all of Israel. I love them who love me. The Most High say it. And that's what I live by too. So that's basically where I'm at with it for now.
Yeah, I see you with Priest Danielle a lot. You know,
yeah, that's the Zaquan, man. You know, that's shout out to Priest, man.
Yeah.
You know, always, man. That's you know what? Let me stop for a second, man. Let me keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. What y'all want me to look? What camera y'all want me to look at? I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000% real with y'all. This brother right here, I call him the young OG. The brother, if you don't know him, don't allow the perception of what one say or your perception of a brother at a camp give you an overall evaluation of who a brother is. I know enough not to do that. But this brother, man, one of the most humblest brothers. I don't even know if it's a word. But damn it, today is a word.
It's a word.
One of of the most humblest brothers that I've met in this truth in terms of position that he has, and still the connection that he have with all of the men and the people around him. And I pivoted because Daniela the same way. He's the brothers are you know how Dan get down, man. You know, shout out to Priest Dan again. That dude is different. You know what I'm saying? He's molded in the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Molded, man.
Molded from a child in the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the brothers are very endearing, very, very. I don't even have the words for the Zaquan, man, but he's a wonderful brother, man. And a lot of his characteristics I see in you, so you're doing your thing. And I wanted to publicly give you your roses. It's easy to do behind the camera. I want to do it in front of everybody, let them know that straight up, whatever it is, man, what you're building and what you've built, what all of you brothers are building and what you're building and what you have built is what it is because the Most High is with you. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that the Most High continue to increase the whole SICARRI set because it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but in terms of going back to the elder, the Zaquan, hey, shout out to Priest Dan. How did we get on Priest Dan?
Because I see you with him, man. So I'm
yeah.
I see you with him.
Yeah, nah, that's a good brother, man. It's my elder. That's just a good brother, man. I don't know what to say.
I mean,
the same thing I'm gonna say a lot of brothers can say. You know what I'm saying? But,
I mean, me just from me knowing Priest Daniel as I have, that elder. I mean, he's just a solid individual.
Yeah,
he always shoots
guy.
straights. He's never told me no bullshit. He's always told me exactly what I needed to hear. When I was coming up myself, Deacon Cap, that was when his running partner was still alive, which is Priest Maloya. And I always took the priest. A lot of people don't know, and I always emphasize Alazar Bunloy. I always emphasize that as a homage to Priest Bunloy. You know what I'm saying? So we always liked them, but they were like the young OGs at that time. They were a little bit younger than a lot of the other elders, but they was on fire.
Right.
So after him passing, and once I finally got acquainted with Priest Daniel, he always say, like, you and Deacon, you remind me of us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna be in y'all corner because I know y'all are like us. Y'all are the next coming down the pipeline. So he always, man, he's just an effective brother, effective elder to have around it. And certain people out there, it's important because you got certain people, because of the way that the internet is, it makes people like DIY everything, do it yourself, every single thing.
Absolutely.
But being a do it yourself person in this truth is really not. It's really, you gotta have somebody's tutelage and guidance that you're under. Essentially everybody except Moses and Yahushua had somebody really that was up under damn near, and even they took advice, took game from other people that they acknowledged as elders. You see what I'm saying? Correct. So, even if it was just a little piece, like Moses, when Jethro gave Moses the game about, you don't want to deal with everybody.
Set up the ranking structure.
Set up a ranking structure for everybody to get dealt with. You know what I mean? And Yahushua with John, and John going, man, I'm not fitting Yahushua like, nah, nigga, you gotta baptize me, like, this is how I'm supposed to go. Right. So even the greatest men we can think about in Scripture still had a big homie. You know what I'm saying? Of sorts. So it's like, certain brothers, they don't understand how overwhelmingly important that is. You know what I mean? To have somebody in your corner that has wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That can help you navigate and make your steps. You know what I'm saying?
And it's been you saying that, man, has allowed me to navigate a lot of whack experiences, I'll say, that a lot of, that maybe brothers, like you said, had to run into wall after wall after wall. Not the case with me. So, shout out to Priest Daniel Ali and Zaab as well. Shout out to the priest, man. Shout out to LOI. Brother's a magnificent brother, man. And like I said, it's never a time where if I'm around him, he got to go in his pocket for anything. I don't give a damn what it is, you know, because you know, we got to take care of our OGs, man. Them brothers, you know, you're here because of what someone else did, and they're there because of what someone else prior to them did. And like you said, the issue that we having with the generation beneath us is the DIY. They're not trying to get the game as it was given to continue to, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, shout out to Rod to BOW on the West Side. Shout out to my bro, man. What is wrong with me? I'm sorry. I don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. I know you're heavy out there in the LA streets, man. Don't do nothing, man. Don't do nothing to me, man. But shout out to BOW, man. Believers of the Wave, my brother, out there on the West Coast. But yeah, that was when I thought about young OGs.
That's another one. That's another
young OG, right?
For sure. You know what I mean? Been watching that brother. You know, when he was, you know, with the last organization he was with, and then, you know, breaking off, doing his own, you know, doing his own thing, you know, in the spirit, you know, the Most High is with him, you know what I mean, because he's coming, he's in his right mind, you know, he's coming with the right intention. Some of these DIYs, their intention ain't right. Like, I understand Ratazan's position because we come from an organization, and then, you know, whatever happened, and then we're just on our own. We didn't come out like, we're on our own. You know what I'm saying? We came out like, nah, we're here. We recognize this. Whatever happens, okay, that's severed. Okay, we got to keep it pushing.
Right.
It's a similar situation with that brother versus he just came out the gate like, we're just believers of the way, man, and I'm doing this shit how I want to do it.
Yeah, man. The DIY.
Turn into like an epithet.
Oh yeah, epithet.
Yeah,
that's DIY.
That's the thing now.
Fly by night, brother.
The
you know what I'm
DIY.
Just do it yourself. I remember a brother.
I'm putting it as my status, brother.
DIY. That's good.
You know, DIY brothers, go ahead though.
It's a brother. Many people know him now as CEO Reek. You know, right hand of WAC 100. You know, he formerly in our camp, also formerly in the camp with Ratazan, which is a True Nation. And you know, Nazar is his Hebrew name, and I remember he told me, he's like, man, brothers don't get it, man. He said now the way the world is, they can go get some shirts made, you know what I mean, with a logo, and they're just out there and they're a whole camp, you know what I mean, no work put in. They're just a camp tomorrow. They don't understand what it takes to really build a body. So when you look at certain camps and you look at their sustainability and the longevity and the growth, people just look at it and think they can do it, and it's like, nah, bro, you really got to stay down for your crown. I remember even like Light Design, Elder Priest Kahan was like, look, like, you know, we was just every week we're doing Sabbath class in the house. Every week until now we have a school, now we have this school, now we have that school. You see, but it all started in the crib. You know what I'm saying? If it don't start, go ahead.
No, I didn't even, like, even like the Apostle Paul in the book of Philemon, he talks about the church that was at so and so's house.
Yeah,
I think even brothers from IUIC, Bishop Nathaniel, they started
at the house.
At the crib.
Yeah. It's got to start. And now look, you know what I mean? Now they where they not? I heard they opened the camp in Tasmania somewhere. You know what I'm saying? The brothers, you know what I mean? They
brothers got a
all
camp
over.
in
You know what I'm saying?
Tasmania. They probably do.
Yeah, I know I'm saying, but they might. You know what I mean?
They really might have a camp in Atlanta.
So it's like,
shout out to IUIC.
Shout out to them. You know what I mean?
Best wishes and prayers up for the bishop, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Lord willing to make a speedy recovery. 1000%. Much love and shout out to the brothers over there.
And that's the thing too. Like with the DIYs, is like people are like you said. It's easy to like, oh yeah, Nathaniel is this and Johanna is this and SICARRI is and this and it's like
and can't build a fraction.
And you can't build a fraction of what brothers
can't build a fraction.
And you're acting as if the Most High does not empower one to do something like that. This is not done. Like I said, if this be of men, let it come to naught.
Yeah.
If it, you know what I mean? If it's not coming to naught, then what? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta, even if you don't personally like somebody, even if you don't personally agree with what they're saying,
you gotta big them up.
You gotta take the hat off, because whatever they believe is right, they're out there and they're pushing it. They're pushing it. You gotta.
And some kind of, I'll do you one better. It's still connected to your benefit. You see what I'm saying? Even it ain't gotta be nothing to do with you. If that's what the Most High put on them and increased them to do over there, in a way, it still works for you, because they're an Israelite, you're an Israelite, and it still be for you. It still work. So it'd be what I told you about the dietary fees.
Yeah.
It'd be
They
them the
want the
DIYs.
forgiveness,
Them the DIYs.
Yeah.
That's the D in the DIY.
It's the dietary
Dietary
fees.
fees. It yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that's a strong point, strong case. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Where do you because like you said, the music kind of thing is somewhat new in Israel, just in the community. So where do you see it? Where do you see it going?
That's a good question, Hasad. You know, the music gonna go where the people go. The music gonna go where the spirit of brothers go. If brothers is contentious and vain, and brothers is doing it for different reasons other than it being a ministry, I meet people all the time, and when they come in, I don't give them, look, here's where we're gonna be holding classes at, and here's where I might give them your info, I might give them Rata info, I push them out depending on the spirit of the brother that right. approaches, and that's the intent. So as long as you have people being edified and the music is being used as a tool to fish, then I think the music gonna be great. I'm hearing some of the music, and it's a lot of challenging music out there that needs a lot of work. Mm-hmm. But then then I use you like the way I use that challenging music, and then there's brothers that are making music at a very, very high caliber, and as long as, like I said before, as long as the spirit matches the intent of the record, then it could be big. I mean, myself and others, have had external conversations with organizations, I'll say, and we not rapping about doing nothing weird or nothing like that to our own brothers and turn around and tell them to keep the laws. Mm-hmm. Now, we doing it in a way that is convicting, but also it's not preachy, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. So it as long as the music, we have that semblance, it's going to be cool. But if brothers bug out, then the music going to be whack too. It's just going to reflect the time. It's going to be a bunch of vanilla ices.
What was your reaction to when I said that every rapper is SICARRI? I want to no, because before you answer, I'm gonna take time.
Give him the.
You gotta give him the background.
Let me say this.
You gotta let him know where.
I'm gonna do a background on the background. A forward. I'm gonna go in the future.
Yeah.
Find a way back to the present.
Yeah.
I would like to issue. You mentioned giving brothers flowers while they're here.
Yeah.
I want to give this brother his flowers while he's here. Oh my
God!
Because I said something, right?
What you said?
And I retract my statement.
Okay.
I will retract my statement. Because I didn't. Well, here's the thing, right? I remember you would send me some tracks, right? And there'll be some time I take a listen to. There's a lot of people who send me stuff,
right?
And so I wasn't too familiar with your catalog. You see what I'm saying? So I'm actually incorrect, and I didn't go according to the scriptures because the Bible says to blame first.
Yeah.
Or sorry, to
examine first.
Then before and so I want to give this brother's props. This brother's dope, super dope. I co-sign it. Okay, I got my stamp.
You know how hard it is to get a Hasad co-sign.
No. Y'all don't get it. It's hard.
They don't understand. I'm gonna help you out.
Because, hey, you listening out there, you don't have a Hasad cosign.
Nah, you don't. You don't have a Hasad cosign. It's like Michael Jordan telling you could play ball. That's the Hasad cosign. It's like Tiger Woods telling you're a pretty good golfer. Oh, man. That's the Hasad cosign. Hasad literally thinks that no one is nice. So if you get mentioned in the group in the same breath of someone that Hasad says is nice, or you good enough? Hey man, I made it. Super compliment. Not to knock all the other compliments brothers and sisters has given. I'm just saying, Hasad made a post the other day. It said something about wait till they see my bad side.
No, I said no more Mr. Nice.
No more Mr. Nice side. And people in the comment section like, oh my God.
Wait, you were being nice?
That was oh my God, that was nice side. We're gonna die. We're all gonna die. regular Hasad.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
musical Hasad is different, man. He's different.
Right.
So I said, I'm nice. I made it. I don't need no other validation.
That was it.
That was it. So I said, I'm nice. That's it. You know, I don't care anymore. We in this. I'm out.
I don't be realizing, like, I don't know. I gotta work on having a filter sometimes, and I don't like. It's especially when you're typing something, like the way there could be no ill intentions behind how you're typing it.
Yeah.
But the way someone reads it, I can like, this nigga's an asshole.
Yeah,
bro.
no. When I was told what you said,
You gotta tell
I
them
was
how it
like,
happened, too. Yeah.
wait, you said what?
damn,
I'm like, you just said to basically
Yeah.
told this nigga, hey, my
In front of
nigga,
everybody.
fuck you.
Literally. And all that you do. And everything you stand
Everything you
for.
stand for is just, it's
Right.
not, it doesn't really count.
Bro,
Yeah.
I called Deke. And Deke's laughing like he know what I was about to say. He was like, Did you see the shit that Hasad said to you? I'm like, yes, Deke. That's why I'm calling you, man. What's up with
I
Hasad,
didn't
man?
think I was gonna be anything because I don't even know what the status
Man,
was.
people were sharing that, bro.
No, it wasn't good, man.
Tell him.
I said on
People were
Facebook, I was
sharing
like,
that.
SICARRI got the best rappers in Israel. I
Yeah.
still stand by that. Now you're up there,
All
right?
praises.
But I still
I'm
stand
in
on
the
You
that.
can't stand on what I said.
All
Right.
praises.
SICARRI got the best rappers. You're up there. There's a few
Asterisk.
other brothers. The rest of y'all like the brothers. Trash.
I
Until-
didn't
said
say
challenge.
challenge. I said
He
challenge. I
He
said
said challenge.
challenge.
You sound like rapping mentally challenged. But no, I'm playing. But no, I said that, and then the brother came on. He said, "Name a rapper in SICARRI better than Roy the Chef." Now here's why I came at you the way I did, because nigga, you started talking in third person. I said this nigga's name does not say Roy the Chef.
He's the Rock.
Right.
The Rock. The Rock says.
Right. But then when I said literally every rapper in SICARRI,
Yeah.
I put all caps in which is kind
Literally
of disrespectful.
every.
Not
Every
apologize for it.
Meaning if there's a nigga in SICARRI
Who
that
just started
freestyles just every once in a while, he's already
Nice.
better than you.
Yeah. Today he's better than you. Bro, it got like 8-9 likes. Abaya, shout out to Abaya. Abaya called me, he called me laughing. Bro, you see what it's, how you say, what makes you think I didn't see it? Like, did I see it?
And Abaya started this shit, really.
Abaya really
Abaya
did,
is
though.
what triggered the whole status.
Abaya did.
When Abaya gave his top 5 or whatever,
And he did.
Hassan was like,
Yeah.
you know what?
That's
Fuck
when you
that top
came back
5.
and said, yeah.
No, what'd you say in that little freestyle?
And I was in that top 5 too. I mean, Abias, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, well, like I said,
That's what I'm like, how Hassan
we ain't talking about that list anyway.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is your fault, Abaya.
Yeah. Blame
Yeah,
yourself
man.
Yeah.
watching this.
Baya, he was like, he was like, did you see what Hassan said? The nigga said literally everybody. I'm like, bro, I'm reading, bro. I'm reading it. Then the shit got like 8 hearts and niggas started sharing it.
Oh my God.
I was like, yo, it was like a day and a half where I was like, yo, side crazy.
this
Man.
Little bastard.
This nigga's about to ruin me. But yeah, man, shout out to the side. I got the cosign. Y'all seen it? It's documented. You understand? So, I mean, all praises. That was a funny moment. It was a hilarious moment, man. I didn't get tight about it. I thought it was dope. You know, anybody know me? I crack on everybody. I crack. So when I saw that, I was like, damn, the timing and the precision of it was just so spot on. And then they had people in the comment section under brothers going, every exclamation. I'm like, damn, this.
Listen, but a lot of people don't understand, man, SICARRI, man, we got some niggas in this school, man, that's musically inclined. It's just crazy to me. Like, I'm like, wait, damn, and then a brother come out with, like, damn, nigga, this nigga, he's rapping like that, but we got a brother. Listen, I just did a record, right? And something was fucked up with this beat. I couldn't actually get, like, the producer didn't have a legitimate way to actually get this beat, right? So I ripped it, and because I couldn't buy it, and it just was blown out when it came into. So I laid it, and the brother brother Zabal, who I was recording with, he's like, let me try something. So he got a full band set up at his crib.
Oh wow!
He he did a whole record
off of that.
Off playing it.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? He really played all live instruments. So on my next album, I'm gonna have a joint with all
live
with a live instrument. It's like
on the roots type.
Bro, yeah, like that. We got stuff like that going on. We got brothers who's got that type of talent. You know what I'm saying?
He did all of the music.
Bro, he did all of the music. He played the drums. He's playing the damn guitar. All
damn.
What was that award show where Tupac was saying that they're gonna bring Death Row East? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Death Row East coming soon. Nigga, we are Death Row East and we're Death Row West and fucking North and South.
Rock,
nigga.
we got a
and
rock
anywhere
division.
in between.
You know what I'm saying? We got a rock division.
If you sick of,
midway
dancing in the videos.
Dancing.
Oh,
always in the video.
I don't want to get too controversial, but I want to get controversial.
Okay. Let's go there. So I knew it wouldn't be long. Let's get into it.
Who are the top 10 rappers in Israel?
Dylan, and Dylan. He's spit on fire. I rip and I rhyme. I rhyme and I rip.
I'll
This is
make
the
it
way
easier.
Dylan spit.
Not in order.
Whoo!
Just some top brothers that you
Man. Just throwing them out?
Throw 'em out.
All right, I'm going to just throw them out.
We ain't even got to get cattle. We ain't even got to
No
get a number.
numbers or nothing.
We don't even got to put a number yet.
And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to throw this in my 10. Damn, brother's going to be at my neck, man. All right, be careful. Give me the Rock Eyeball. Give me Humble.
You got Humble's line on, right? That's a Humble joint?
Yeah, there's a Humble joint. Shout out to Lil Bro. Shout out to Lil Bro, Naviel.
Yeah.
Shout out
he
to
was
the
paid
band.
to say it.
That's bad, bro. This has been presented by.
Yo, The Rock, Humble, Deep. The Rock, Humble, Deep. Okay, all right, cool. I like.
Them is the givens too, like
them givens.
You put a stuff.
Yeah.
Them three, them better be on the list. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm gonna throw them out there. All right, now here go to 7. Where brothers is. I
This
know
one
I'm
brothers gonna get mad.
This one brothers gonna get mad. Nigga, you remember that beat I sent you? And you gonna go up in it? So, all right, brothers, listen. I'm just being honest. All right? Brother put me on the spot. I was about to do that, but I ain't gonna do it. I was gonna say, go ahead, chef.
Gotta leave yourself off the list.
I'm gonna leave myself off the list. I'm gonna be honest. So we got Humble, we got Deke, we got Darak. That's a given. Then I'm gonna say, ooh man, oh man, give me I'm gonna go with Moshe. We're gonna put Big Mo on there. We're gonna put Moshe on there. I'm gonna say Malak out in Florida, LOZ. We'll put Malak on there. All right, that's 5. I like Jeremiah. I mean Hezekiah. I like Hezekiah. I'm gonna go with Tazadakia. I'm gonna go
this
with
camp Tazadakia. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Taz. In the order now.
Yeah.
I got you. Order.
Yeah.
Tazadakia, SICARRI. Last 3. Oh man. I'm gonna just be safe with my last 3. My last 3, I'm gonna say my air out of Alabama. You understand? I'm gonna say Canal out of Georgia. And lastly, I'm gonna go with y'all ain't gonna like it, man. I'm gonna say John Boy. John Boy. For my
he be at the top. He be at the top.
Yeah, in no particular order. That's Now, who I think is the nicest? It gotta be Roy the Chef, man. It gotta be Roy the Chef. It gotta be Roy the Chef.
Who else?
Now
else could it be?
I could swap. Now I'm not just saying this because he's sitting here. I got Gorilla. I want to swap a brother for Gorilla, but I gotta hear what this next album gonna do.
Mhm.
It gotta be a boom and a boom. It can't just be a boom because that's just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And brother's gonna be like, this nigga only put out one album. This nigga,
Yeah.
So I want to see what this next thing gonna do. You know, yeah, that's. I just want to throw that out there. I want to say I gotta say this though. I almost want to replace one of the brothers with, just off of what I heard though. The brother might have another thing, so I don't.
Just do it.
Yes, look at this.
I love Kanal. I love
There you
Kanal.
go.
I love Kanal. I love you, Kanal. Hey, no.
I'm good. I'm good.
I love you, Kanal. I love you, bro. I love you. But I'm talking about in terms of body of work. Hasad, you an idiot, bro. I can't stand you, bro. I can't stand you, bro. Brother gonna be like, you know what, bro? But nah, Kanal is a beautiful brother. That's my brother. I talk to him all the time. But his music is young. He ain't put out enough. You understand? He ain't put out enough work. So that would be one of the brothers I would, but that's neither here nor there, man. I don't want to do that list no more, man. 'Cause every time you do a list, brothers get mad, man.
Yeah, brothers get mad, but I think it's a good list. And even what you said, I think Kanal, he's bubbling right now.
He's bubbling. Shout out Cool Street.
Yeah, shout out to you, brother.
Shout out
Yeah,
that
real
brother
brother.
got crazy.
What? Shout out to the
I
brother.
mess with bro. Yeah, he's a cool brother.
Kanal's a
He was
good
just out here
brother,
in
man.
Atlanta, I think.
Yeah,
he
he
just
come to
did
this
the show.
SICARRI camp all the
yeah.
time.
Shout out to
Yeah,
the brother.
Kanal's a good brother, man. That's just straight up and down, solid dude. I love him. It's just that I'm saying in terms of everybody else I named put work out. Like there's a lot of work that you could go and check them out. You know what I'm saying? And bro just ain't put enough work out. So if I'm a whole gorilla to a standard and say,
Yeah, everybody got to be too.
then everybody gotta, you know what I'm saying? So
And that's why I'm not tripping. I know
I'm Kanal. Look,
into it.
gorilla not
early
bugging
into it.
out. I told him he just touched it in.
And to me too, the music is complimentary. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. People like it, whatever. Whatever. It's not no big deal to me. But what I was gonna say, I'm telling you who is gonna be mad.
Okay, who?
Brother by name Monologue, but God.
Oh.
He is the best rapper in Israel, and he's saying it, and he's standing on it, and he's declaring Hasad.
Let me say this one thing, right? I'm not going.
Shout out to Mono.
Shout out to
Shout out to Mono.
Major up to Monologue, but God.
Damn, bro.
There's gonna come a project very soon by 3 brothers who I know very well.
Hey, woo!
I don't give a fuck what type of music you guys put out. It's not coming close. There's gonna be here and then. With Shark Tale, he said there's here, and then there's. I'm just listen. I'm not gonna say too much. But
Don't say too much. They not ready.
Vladimir Putin got that type of goddamn weaponry.
Damn.
Yeah. So what I'm saying.
Hey, look. Ooh-wee.
Cheat codes.
Yeah.
Double XY squared.
No.
Rocket launcher.
No. There's cheat code. There's fucking cheat codes on this one that's coming.
Wow.
That we may know some about. Wow, yeah. Ooh-wee.
And they didn't tell me.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. It's not even fair. It's not even fair at that point. But it's
Debak as well. I want to make sure. Debak.
Come on. I mean,
he's up there.
We asking him his top.
I know. I'm just
Debak
putting
is
that out
nice.
there.
Debak is nice, but we gotta. We just gotta work. We just gotta work. Hayman, we just gotta work. Hayman's first album is getting ready to come. Debak put one out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we just gotta put more work out. I'm coming on this third one. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta get the work out. You know what I mean? And then that'll help. Because I think about Deacon. How much work Deacon got?
Work
I think
out,
like
man.
60 albums. I don't even know.
Got a lot of
I don't even know
work
what count he is. If he just called me to the album. I'm recording the album right now. Hold on, call you back. Call you back, done with the album.
Put it out Thursday.
Just put it directly out.
Deke is one of them ones. I talked to The Rock earlier today. I did I'm gonna let you hear it. and we was on the phone mad long, and I told him, I said, bro, from an overall completeness standpoint as an MC, you the guy. I said that to him. But when I think of catalog, Dick got an ill, very long catalog.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got the catalog to follow.
I don't think so. I don't
Anthems.
think so.
Yeah,
He got a
anthems.
very long catalog, man. You know, that's my little brother. Taught him everything. You know, shout out
That's
to
right.
Deke.
That's right.
But nah, shout out to Deke, man. Deke, yeah, you know, but that is. I said that to say that's what defines the MC. Not being good, you know, one time, being nice every time, consistently,
every time, always
not missing. You just nice for years. You know what I'm saying? And that's what factors into my list. So again, come on, bro, you my brother. I didn't come to Atlanta and switch up on you, bro. You my bro, man. I'm just saying. I just got brother ask me a real question. I'm just being real. Just being real.
That's all.
Gotta work. That's it. That's it.
All praises. Is there anything you want to say in closing? Again, plug the album. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. When you get a chance, immediately go listen to Darker Days, Brighter Nights by Roy the Chef. It's on all streaming platforms. You can see it on YouTube. Whatever you listen to music on, go check out Darker Days, Brighter Nights. We just shot a video for Die Once, Live Twice yesterday. It's going to be crazy with my brother Anavio the Servant. So, yeah, I'm working on that. Working on my next album, which will have Anaviel, The Rock Eyeball, what else I said? Anaviel, The Rock. Lord willing, we might get Gorilla Hebrew on it. I mean, you know, it just depends. Busy man, you know.
One of my rare features, people be hitting me up, yo, let's get it.
You gotta talk to management.
I'd be like,
gotta go through the chains.
Some people, I'd be like,
how you tell brothers no, bro?
Man, no, it's
how you
hard
tell brothers no,
because
bro?
I know, and I'm like,
you
I gotta
gotta hire the side, bro.
Because I don't just want to kill him, but I'm just like, y'all don't even understand. I make my music stuff like that. I'm not even like a full-fledged artist where I'm just giving niggas verses, man. That's not even me. You know what I mean?
Your shit is trash.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tell him, son.
That's not what I said.
He said, not me. He said it, but it's just like even like weddings. Like people be asking me, yo, do a wedding. I'm like, if I don't know you, I really can't do your wedding.
Right.
Because I'm not just coming as a job. I'm just coming and saying a speech. I gotta know what has this couple been. Have I counseled this couple?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I can do the wedding. The same thing with a brother I'm doing a record with. Like, do I know this brother?
Yeah.
How much do I really vibe and mess with this brother?
Absolutely.
Then we can really get a record in together. Absolutely. I feel more comfortable.
I think I'm gonna have to start doing that.
Yeah. It's got to be like a little bit of a standard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like that. That's good. That's why.
Because it's not like this verse for sale. Because it's like, you know, which is nothing wrong with selling a verse. I'm not saying that, but it's like, okay, so number one, we're in Israel, so everybody's budget is limited off top.
Yeah.
So no matter what you're doing, you're not really. It's not like you're making hella money from this. You know what I'm saying? So. It's like I gotta go do this. I've gotta create this art for this. You know what I'm saying? I've gotta go get it recorded. I gotta do all these various things. I can't just do that for everybody.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, and that you know that's probably my biggest one of my things right there. Cause you know I don't be, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to be telling brothers no and making brothers feel bad. Yeah.
Now brothers looking at you like, oh, this nigga.
Who we think he is?
I'm like, bro, man, damn, bro, like you
I just gotta do this verse for you.
Right, you know, I'm like, man, but check out Darker Days, Brighter Nights.
Stream the hell out of that.
Stream that, check it out whenever y'all get a chance. Roy the Chef.
Yes, sir.
Roy the Chef, top 5 rapper in Israel.
All praises.
Top